Hi, this is Kevin Stewart, Bills 250, and I'm Kev. A few days ago, before the current advised restrictions on movement and social contact because of the situation in the country really started to kind of hit, and because I'm doing a Spitfire build, and to be honest with you, it's just down the road from where I live, I decided to go and have a look at the RAF Museum Cosford. I know they've got a Spitfire kind of on display, so I kind of decided that I'd just pop over to there and have a look, and this video is just chronicling that visit. Okay, so yeah, just coming into the hangar now, and what a stunning view that is to come into. It's a Spitfire Mk1. It says it's the world's oldest surviving Spitfire. But yeah, I'm not too sure on the differences between the 1 and the 1A. I think if you have a look at the cockpit, the canopy doesn't look quite as bulbous, and there's no rear view mirror on that one. I think you get a rear view mirror on the 1A. But I'm no kind of Spitfire expert, so I'm not too sure on that. Looking at some of the information on this particular aircraft, it was delivered to number 72 Squadron, so flown by them in the early war years. So in 1940, it did operational flights over Dunkirk. It then had a gear-up landing in kind of early, or I think it was about June 1940, and then was kind of not repairable, I don't think, in time for the Battle of Britain. But yeah, still a stunning aircraft. So it was actually flown by a flying officer, James Nicholson, who was there at the time Fire Command's only Victoria Cross recipient, and he actually flew this aircraft. So quite a bit of history on this aircraft. They were truly stunning. Beautiful lines on a Spitfire. So looking forward to getting the mould done. So one of the reasons I went there as well is because they've got this kind of virtual reality for kind of Spitfire experience, fly the Spitfire experience. It wasn't actually working when I was there, it's out of order, but they had this kind of video on which was kind of showing what it would look like. You know, you put the VR headset on, which is something I've never done. It would have been quite interesting to do, but they didn't have it currently working whilst I was there. But yeah, the video here of the actual VR experience does look pretty impressive. I know that down at the museum, the RAF Museum down in Hendon, they're doing a similar one, but it's a dam busters experience. You kind of inside a mock-up Lancaster with your VR headset on and experience the dam's raid. Oh, so it does look absolutely stunning. So yeah, as I said, it'd be nice to get back and have a go at that. Next best thing to flying your Spitfire, I guess. And only £5. Yeah, so I was looking at some of the other aircraft they've kind of got on display, and this is the Hurricane, obviously. And when I was going around, I just couldn't believe how big a Hurricane is. You know, it's a bigger aircraft. It's quite a bigger aircraft than a Spitfire. And I know that the Hurricane is kind of the unsung hero of the Battle of Britain. There was more Hurricanes than Spitfires start of the Battle of Britain. So it does feel like kind of the real true kind of hero, but the Spitfire gets all the press. It's the more glamorous aircraft, and apparently it was a lot better to kind of fly, a lot easier to fly. Obviously this is the German, the counterpart aircraft, if you like. It's the Messerschmitt Bf 109. I don't think this is a desert one, isn't it? I think it's a Bf 109E. But it kind of was on display along with a few other German aircraft from World War II. But yeah, so it was. Whilst I was there, actually, funnily enough, they had the Mosquito there, but then they had the engine panels off. They were doing some restoration, and as I was talking to the guy, it is actually a Rolls Royce Merlin in the Mosquito. So it's interesting to see that kind of with the engine panels off, and yeah, it's actually pretty much the same engine that was in the Spitfire. And yeah, it's not just World War II. This is the Cold War Museum that they've got there. As you can see, a lot of aircraft on display. It's a pretty special place to go, to be fair. It is a special, nice museum. Yeah, it was a good day. Okay, so just a quick wrap up. So yeah, it was good. It was good to see the Spitfire. But as I said at the start, because of the current restrictions on the the movement of people and social contact, that the museum is now closed. I think it says until the 1st of May. But hey, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. There's so much more to see, so many more aircraft to see at Cosford. And that really was just about showcasing kind of the Spitfire and a few of the other World War II aircraft that we've got on display. But hey, yeah, as I say, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you on the Spitfire build soon.